Thank you for tuning in for another edition of Talking Winch. We're at the Charters Community Stadium here today for Winchester City versus Brixham. And as you can see, with the skeleton staff from last week have been replaced by the more regulars. The Football Encyclopedia and the man that puts the Chester into Winchester, Pete Keane, is back today. And behind the camera, you can't see him, but Gordo's back today. So if you hear any funny noises in the background, please don't adjust your sets. It's just Gordo making a few laughs at the many jokes that we're going to be saying today. And also I'd like to say thank you again to our sponsors, Visual Sounds Disco, for their continued support this season. So today, Pete, we'll start with, like we normally do, with team news from the same as last week, and some with Brixham as well, obviously bottom of the league, but as we've known in the past, when we play bottom of the league sides, it's never normally an easy game, is it?
No. Yeah, so just one change by the looks of it. Obviously I wasn't here last week, but Barmer is in for Kinger, who picked up a knock, and Dotse's on the bench. Obviously he's got him back on loan from Wickham. Yes, I did have a look at Brixham's form coming into this, and they are bottom of the league and they have lost their last 6 league games. But that doesn't guarantee anything, as we know. And I did get a message off Dave over the week. We were talking like this, and he said he had a big dossier on them, and he said they will definitely be putting everything into this and not taking it lightly, because you know that's when you trip up in football, when you get complacent.
Yeah, I mean, remember the last couple of years ago when Didcot were in the Southern Premier, they were bottom of the league and we lost home and away to them. And you know, we were turning up thinking it's an easy 3 points, and it wasn't. So I mean, Brixham obviously have had a bit of a journey up here today, but so hopefully, with all due respect, they've had a bad journey up here, and it affects their performance. But I mean, after last week's battling, when they're battling performance, so first half we could have gone in probably 2 or 3 up. We did in the second half. We defended magnificently, and you know, it was a bit of an onslaught from them at times. They're a big, strong unit for them, and we defended well and got the point I think we deserved. And like I said, I think it was Tuesday before, if we can't win those games, don't lose them, and we didn't. And it was, you know, credit to the lads for last week. It was actually really good. So yeah. But another thing I'd like to say as well, last week I said there's only 2 Kings of Winchester, King Alfred and Danny King. However, I don't want to miss out Luke King, because Luke King has been brilliant for us. So Luke, if you're watching, I've no disrespect to you, I didn't mean to miss you out, but so there are now 3 Kings of Winchester, King Alfred, Danny King and Luke King. So yeah, so half time we have Rob Conway, who's here today, with another one of his repertoire of Winchester City replica tops that he likes to wear for everyone.
Wears them home and away, doesn't he?
Home and away, yes, that's right, both of them. And yeah, so yeah, and also on that note, I'd like to say, you know, hopefully Yannick gets well soon, could be back soon, for home games at least, in the not too distant future. So yeah, we'll see Rob at half time. And is there anything else to talk about? I don't know.
I think it's Joe Fulltime you've got today.
Joe Fulltime. George may come as well, because for the people that haven't actually eaten at the ground for a while, he may do his cholesterol corner from the Charters Community Stadium this week for the people that haven't eaten here for a while. So on that note, we'll see you at half time with Rob Conway. In the meantime, enjoy the first half highlights and up the winch. Welcome back to Talking Winch for the half-time report. It's Winchester City 1, Brixham 0. I'm joined as ever by the incomparable Rob Conway at half-time and his Guinness 0. So yeah, so obviously we've got the goal. Tommy Wright scored the goal, but a bit of a frustrating half, I think,
yeah,
in terms of how we played.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is our first meeting with Brixham today, and Brixham, and
not Brixton.
Yeah, I know. We have controlled 44 minutes out of 45, stuff like that. Tommy's made a really good save, but we're 1-0 up. Tommy Wright scored the goal. He went round the keeper. Keeper's maybe fouled him. I think the ref was ready to give the penalty, and Tommy's jumped up from the floor and tapped it on the line. And
the ref did actually say he was going to play on, so I think he would have given.
I think he would have got a penalty anyway if he hadn't scored it. But he's done well to get up and tap it in the back of the net. And I feel like I don't want it to be deja vu. Obviously, we played Melksham at home a couple of weeks ago on Tuesday night. Controlled 98% of the game, 1-0 up at half time. They nicked a goal in the second half and we come over a point. I don't expect to win every single game, but we've done enough today so far that I'd like to think that we are the better team of the two, and just need to see it over the line.
I think obviously we've got to say 1-0 at half time. I don't think one goal will be enough today. I think we certainly need a second, if not third and fourth, which hopefully we can get second half. We've got options on the bench as well. I mean, Tommy and Connor are playing well up front, but Connor's obviously straying offside a lot. They're playing a bit of a high line in that, and it's frustrating to watch from our point of view.
I will say, Connor did have the ball in the back of the net, and I'll argue with anyone stood within a 20-yard radius, that wasn't a foul.
No,
it wasn't a foul. Keeper's turned around and he's laughed. Me and George stood in the stand and he's turned around and laughed. He knows he's got away with one there. Like he's slapped at it, he's dropped it, he's hit the post. Connor's tapped it in. Ref's given a foul. Soft.
It's one of those. If it was for us, and we'd probably be a bit relieved, but because it was against us, it was
exactly.
frustrating.
But like I said, 1-0 up, playing well, controlling well.
Control the game. But there's always that sort of always that chance that Brixham could actually get something. I think they could, like you say, could hit something from 25 yards and they could find the top corner. But Tommy's had to say he's made a couple of saves, but that's all he's had to do really. He's not going to do much else, but hopefully second half we won't have to do anything, and we can get a couple of early goals second half, and sort of we win. We'll say at half time we were slightly frustrated, but at full time hopefully we were saying, well, it was quite comfortable in the end. But for Brixham, with all due respect, you can see why they're bottom of the league. They lost the last 6. They are defending. I mean, that's what they're coming to do, defend.
The only thing I've noticed is like the defence and the goalkeeper. Like the goalkeeper is calling like keepers. Someone is shouting defender time, and they're literally just knocking it long. I don't think they've acclimatised to the step 4 level. Like, at step 5, you can get away with stuff like this, but I don't think they're obviously not on the level of listening to teammates and controlling the game. They're literally just smashing everything long and get rid of it. And fair play to this, they've played 12 games in the Southern League.
They're new to the Southern League, aren't they? It's their first ever time.
But I'll be walking out of here incredibly frustrated if we don't get the 3 points today. I don't demand anything, but I think we've done enough so far. Early second goal. Hopefully we can see it.
So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for a more positive second half. I think we need to sort of try and make a bit of noise second half. We didn't sing at all. We've sort of spread out a bit, so we get behind the goal far end. We'll make some noise second half, cheer the boys on, and hopefully get 3 points. And we'll see it at full time. I think full time we're going to be joined by young Joe, or Joe Young, whatever you want to call him, the man with the curls, but not the pearls. And I think George is going to join us. His bus is not till later on, so he's going to, instead of going for a single decker bus, he's going to join us for full time as well. So we'll see it at full time. And here are the second half highlights, and hopefully 3 points at the end of it. Come on, City. full-time report here on Talking Winch, kindly sponsored by Visual Sounds Disco. It's finished Winchester City 2, Brixham 2. A very frustrating afternoon, George, I think you would agree.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, doesn't help. I've said this before, but sympathetic officials are being complete antithesis to fair play. I mean, no way is there a foul when we score early on, but he somehow decides there is. Admittedly, this doesn't excuse the fact we should have been about 3-4-0 up. I mean, their keeper, in fairness, did have a good game, and their equaliser came out of nowhere. But then we managed to scramble one in, 2-1. Great goal by Jahlem Dotse, by the way. I think he's well and truly earned it after his time here was cut short last season. Yeah. Then, great tackle by Bourne, gets a ball, but then the ref decides that's a penalty, and another great save by Scotty, but just can't hold it this time. No,
I mean, from what I looked at, to be honest, it looks like it was a penalty, but I don't know if he took the ball then the man. Obviously, it's hard to tell because you see it in an instant. But I think the ref was always, to be honest, like you said, the ref was probably always going to give it anyway, I think. And then, yeah, I mean, Tommy made another great save, but yeah, just to get there quickly for the follow-up. But I mean, before Jahlem scored, he had that chance, and he from 6 yards hit it straight to the keeper. A couple of yards either side, it would have been 2-1, then we would have been 3-1 up, and probably would have been game over, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's to say a frustrating afternoon. But credit, I'll take a bit of credit to Brixham, because I mean, bottom of the league, they've come here probably nothing to lose, and they come and had a go, and they could have sat back and defended, but they actually had a go. I guess they tried to get some of the games. Clubs would have come here, a lot of teams would have just sat back and tried to defend.
Just tried to kick us off the park.
Well, yeah, that as well. But yeah, so yeah, all in all, sort of frustrating game, but three draws in a row. But at least we haven't lost. I know it's frustrating to lose 3 games, but we've not lost any.
We got some good last week. They just got to ball and scored 6.
Exactly. Just goes to show how good that was last week. And like I said, it'll be a very important one at the end of the season. So now got to look at the positives. I know it's not easy. We're all frustrated. We knew we should have won today. We could have, should have won. But you've got to look at the positives. We haven't lost 3 draws in a row, and we're still in the mix at the top of the table. And obviously it doesn't get any easier on Tuesday when we've got tabletop as Bishop's Cleeve here.
They went to penalties at Farnham. I don't know what whereas I know it was 2-1 to Farnham after 4 and 3 for Cleeve. They go to Surrey, come back, then they've got to come here on a Tuesday night, come back. It's a lot of travelling to do in a short space of time.
Yeah, it is. Okay. I'd say it's gone straight to penalties as well. COVID was 5 years ago.
Yeah, but they did away with replays as a result.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah. That's true, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so one quick thing, George. Cholesterol Corner went down a storm last week, so I want to just get your food of choice for today. For anybody that's not eaten at the Charters Community Stadium for a while, what's the food that was on for today?
Standard fare, it's burger and chips, but very, very good.
Very good. Single burger or double?
Single.
Oh, single. Any bacon or cheese?
No. Well, I had cheese. I had bacon with my breakfast.
Oh, right. Can't have it twice in one day. No, that's good.
And unlike some people, I was smart enough to not wave my chips around within range of someone taking a free kick.
Well, I tell you might have knocked all over the pitch, wouldn't you, if you're not careful?
Yes.
Doing that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching. We're now going to go to Davo and hear his thoughts on today's 2-2 draw. I'm joined by the City manager Craig Davis today after today's 2-2 draw with Brixham. 3rd draw in a row. A frustrating day, Craig, I think.
Yeah, really frustrating. It was some draws, you're happy with, other draws you're not happy with, and a draw at home against this lot today is one that you're not happy with. I must say though, I thought they were a lot better than their position showed. We played against teams far worse than them, so I'll give them credit for that. But no, we were flat. I thought the whole day was flat. I said to you guys at half time, try and give us a bit of noise, not on a complaint, because we weren't giving you a lot back. But I do think sometimes we, as a club, sometimes think that teams are just going to come up, roll over, and we're going to win the game. But we can't do that. We've got to be bang at it on and off the pitch, and yeah, we've let ourselves down again today. It wasn't horrendous. We did a lot. We created quite a lot of chances, but we were too open at the back. 2 goals should be enough to beat them, and yeah, we've chucked 2 points away there. Simple as that.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on the penalty? Because there were different views of it, and I thought it was a foul. There's some people said he got the ball and then got the man, and then some other people said the man didn't get touched, the other Brixham player didn't get touched, and he just sort of
I thought it was a good tackle, but he sort of hooked his leg around him, and then the fella's gone over. The ref was very quick to give it. He was delighted to give it, I think.
Yeah.
It was. I've seen them given. That's probably how I say it. So we can't argue too much about that. But more disappointing that Tommy saved it, and then he gets a rebound. That's just a bit bad fortune.
Yeah, it is. Don't get any easy on Tuesday night. We're at home to the table toppers District League, which again won't be easy.
No, well, we look forward to it because we know we're going to have to be right bang at it. It's going to be like a step 3 side game that we've had over the last few years, and hopefully the fans are going to up for it as well. We all know it's going to be hopefully an electric atmosphere on and off the pitch again, and we can stick it on them because they're a good side, lots of experienced players that will be coming here, gunning for us. So let's see what we can do against them. Maybe it's a little bit less pressure than a game like this. I thought we're playing a little bit with pressure at times in certain games. I just think we've just got to keep producing what we can produce, think about performances, not worry about results, and we'll be absolutely fine because you've all seen in glimpses how good we are. Last week against Fruit, we popped them off the pitch for long spells, and then today we played lethargically, and that's the only way to describe it. So we'll be ready for them and look forward to it.
Yeah, brilliant. I know. Thanks for your time, Greg, and appreciate that. And so some points today. Could have been 3, but you didn't lose again. So take the positives out of it. I know it's hard to sometimes when you should have won, but thanks for your time, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
No worries, cheers, lads.
Cheers. Okay, thanks for your thoughts, to Craig, on today's game. So we didn't win, but we didn't lose. So that's take the positives out of today. So next up on Tuesday night, if you can't be here, then tune in again for the next edition of Talking Winch when we play table toppers Bishop's Cleeve here. But as I say, 7:45 Tuesday night. If you can come down and get behind the lads, and any support would be greatly appreciated. But in the meantime, we'll see you next Winch time, same Winch time even, same Winch channel. Thanks for watching.